You really couldn't hear me. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. This is why we do them. Check, 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 check. Hello, hello, hello.
You really couldn't hear me.
Oh, wow. I came in with this blazing hot intro. That's amazing. Always flying by the seat of our pants here. That's why I still do the audio checks. You might think, hasn't he done those audio checks enough times by now? Does he really need to keep doing those? And the answer evidently is no. And why is there a WWE Tron that I didn't play? What is happening? Happy St. Patrick's Day. As I was saying before, welcome back to a very special surprise WATCW wrestling stream, our go-home show before ReelyMania II next week, next Sunday, our season finale. And we're kicking things off with a little tag team action.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by
Macho Recto.
Representing the Ascension from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Weighing in at 224 pounds. One half of the prestigious.
Wait a minute, somebody already there? What the hell?
Champions.
What the hell? What is going on? I have a lot of questions. Wait a minute, I have a lot of questions. What's the Revolting Blob doing up on the ramp? What's Nick Mulbach doing in the ring? And what are those... What is he wearing? What on earth is going on? Is this a match? We're supposed to have the Toddserract versus Revoltinsanity here. We're looking for new #1 contenders to the tag titles. I've got so many questions. We're looking for #1 contenders to the tag titles at ReelyMania next week. And for some reason, Hollywood Mulbach's out here sporting kids in heart gear. What's going on? Can we get security out here? Macho Recto standing at ringside is the Revolting Blob. I don't know where Captain Insano is. I don't know why anything is happening the way that it's happening. I only know that the ropes and turnbuckles are green in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. Hey, how are you? We got MrEliMac in the chat. What's going on, brother? Been training hard for his title match. As he should. What just happened? What just happened? Hey, can we get... What the hell was that? What on earth? What is happening? What is happening? This is... If there was ever any indication... Any hint that it was about time to call a wrap on WATCW, it was whatever hot mess that was. I had booked a teams match between the Toddserract and Revoltinsanity. I'm looking for a new #1 contender team to challenge them for the belts at ReelyMania next week. I'm running out of time. Nick Mulbach is in the ring already with Steel Chair. The Revolting Blob is also coming down to the ring with the Toddserract. What's going on? What? Can somebody help confirm this for me? Now we got the Rager versus MrEliMac, who's in the chat right now. That 2K AI is running wild, brother. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I say it for a third time now. I'm drinking, what am I drinking? McGuire's Drought Stout. Is that Irish? Sounds pretty Irish, right? McGuire's. It's the only drink I've had all day, and I thought maybe I'd enjoy one during this pro wrestling show. I'm just having this because it's been sitting in the fridge for months. Plus, I need a drink to look at this sick fuck. This idiot. See, this guy was tweeting today? Are you kidding me? I didn't think he had access to it anymore.
Representing the NWO from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 200.
What was the deal with Nick Mulbach? Can somebody tell me? What was all that? Nick Mulbach. Oh, Nick Mulbach wants a shot at the team's titles? That's so funny. That's so funny. He's not booked for ReelyMania. You know what, Nick Mulbach? I kind of had a feeling you were going to do something tonight. I didn't know it was that. I don't think anybody could predict whatever I just watched back there. You want the Nasty World to challenge for the team's titles. Well, I know this guy's busy because he's facing me at the Hell in a Cell in ReelyMania. And I bet you thought you were going to waltz right in with Seaman Demon, didn't you? Well, I got news for you, buddy. First of all, look at the Real Rumble winner, MrEliMac, who next Sunday will be challenging King Moose and Nacho Libre in a triple threat match.
And his opponent from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 224 pounds, MrEliMac.
Put some respect on that main event wrestler coming to the ring right about now, Daddy-O. Is the Rager going to have another trivia match? No, that's the thing. He's not. He's going to have a wrestling match against me, and like this time next week, he is going to be in a cell fighting for his career. Because I'm going to retire that piece of shit once and for all, in all avenues and all arenas. I'm tired of it. Speaking of being tired of it, Nick Mulbach wants a challenge for the tag titles at ReelyMania. That's real funny, man. Here's the thing, the Seaman Demon, he was real upset about losing that Elimination Chamber for the Twitch title last month. So I actually already talked to him earlier today. Oh my god, look at him. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting piece of shit. Why is it so quiet? Let's live in this for a moment. Wow. Oh, there's the crowd. You could hear a pin drop there for a moment. Sick DDT to the Rager. I love to see it. Soften him up for me, MrEliMac. Go for it. Both these guys got big matches at ReelyMania. I already talked to the Seaman Demon earlier today. He really wants a challenge for a belt before his career's over, before the season's over. Oh, busted the Rager open. I've already got him booked for ReelyMania, Nick. Sorry to say. He'll be challenging for the Twitch title one last time. Get this. And an 8-man ladder match at ReelyMania. So, I'm sorry, brother. You ain't going to be able to team up with him to challenge for the team's titles at ReelyMania, it seems. But I'll tell you this, Nick. Since you saw fit to ruin my opening match of our go-home stream here, the last time in the Watt Theater, since it matters to you so much, it is... Why is it so quiet? It is creepy. I do not like it. Listen to MrEliMac's grunts on the green turnbuckles. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I would have done something a little more festive if I didn't think about it 2 minutes before the show started. And the image uploader worked. Hey, well, whose music is that? You can't hear it, but you're going to take my word for it. That's my music, brother. Take a look. What do you see, Ricky? You ain't see nothing because I'm standing right behind your bitch ass. And don't you dare ring that bell. I'm in charge of this place, ref. You want to feature your family, you do what I say. MrEliMac crawling for the pin. It's over. It's a chaotic show. Out at 1? Wow, Rager always going to work for himself. Always getting himself over. That's exactly the problem. Here's the thing, Nick Mulbach. I'll give you a shot at the team's titles at ReelyMania. But number one, don't disrupt any more of my matches, because that was embarrassment. Here's what you got to do. The Rager's booked. The Seaman Demon's booked. You can't lean on the Nasty World. But if you can find somebody by the end of the night, I'm going to give you a match tonight. Matt and Nacho Libre was supposed to be the main event. I'm gonna make one more match after Matt and Nacho Libre. I'll give Nick Mulbach to the end of the night. The end of the night. If he could find somebody who will put their reputation and their body on the line to stand with him after all the bridges he's burned, after all the goodwill he's squandered, if Hollywood Nick Mulbach can find somebody who will tag with him tonight against Revoltinsanity, I'll let the two of them challenge at ReelyMania for the titles. And if you can't find anybody, which I don't think he will, then your main event will be Nick Mulbach in a handicap match against Revoltinsanity. Book it, baby. They take a sip of this drought. Drought? Stout. It's drought stout, whatever that means. Why is it so quiet? Can't you people get more excited? It's the go-home show before ReelyMania. It's our go-home show. We're going to play a little Alan Wake 2 later tonight as well. It's going to be a quick wrestling stream. Retire him. Looks like I need to bring him back for a rebooted promotion. MrEliMac, that's a contract tampering. I don't know if you know this, but retirement is very sacred in the art of professional wrestling. When I put this man down, as you are right now, I don't know why would you want to sign him for anything. Maybe to sell concessions, which he could do. If he doesn't pocket the change. Once I put him down in the Hell in a Cell next Sunday, he is never going to wrestle in WATCW again so long as I live. I guess you could pick him up for EMW or whatever you got going on over there. But let's keep your eyes on the prize, brother. You want to be a WATCW champion before the season's over? The Sunday's your last chance. Just like it's my last chance to put the Rager down once and for all. I've been waiting and looking for my opportunity for 4 years to put the Rager down. Look at him hitting that running knee to the head of Mr. EliMac. Those ropes are a little too green. Those like Nickelodeon slime, if you ask me. Oh, here he is, dialing into the Three Amigos. And here's the thing, I can't have Rager beating my Real Rumble winner tonight. I need Eli to get out of this. Because Mr. EliMac could very well be the final heavyweight champion of the season. Oh, didn't quite get all of it. Sorry, Rager. Oh. I hope Rager will be clear to compete. He might have a concussion. I don't know if he's got anything going on upstairs, to be honest with you. Might not have enough brain cells to rub together to figure out how to get in the cell. Let alone fight his way through it. Look at that joint manipulation. Just how I taught him. Everything the Rager knows, I taught him and can do 10 times as well. You need a charismatic concession salesman. I need a computer that doesn't go to sleep. What just happened? So I was done reading that. How you doing, Eli? Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. I cannot unlock my computer, so hold on. There we go. He goes for the pin. No, not quite. Rager kicks out just at 2 here in the Watt Theater with the green ropes and the eerily quiet fans. I don't know if it's like as apparent to you. Here we go. Mr. EliMac hits the stunner. Middle of the ring. Done deal. And that's how you do it, Eli. And that's how it's done, Ricky. Oh. I'll be auctioning off the chair here. Here was the decisive moment, I think. If you ask me, where is he? Right here. Pow! Oh. How does it feel to live in such a nasty world, Raddus? Like I said, I taught him everything he knows. He could do it better tenfold. He's going to find out next Sunday at ReelyMania. And there he goes. Mr. EliMac, though, makes a huge statement ahead of that triple threat match. The momentum is on his side. Last month, that tag match with Nacho Libre didn't quite go his way, but when Eli showed up for himself,
Mr. EliMac.
put a check mark in the dub column. There he is. Mr. EliMac, could he indeed be? When the bell rings next Sunday, could he indeed be the new and forever WATCW World Heavyweight Champion? Can he go the distance? The very last match of the first season. There won't be another opportunity like this one. Can he do it? That's right. He didn't get a 3 count because of the long crawl. He was too exhausted to get there. I'd put him down for the count, but Rager had time to recoup while Eli was crawling. But it didn't matter. Didn't matter. In the end, he got the job done. And that's why Mr. EliMac is wrestling in the main event. That's why he won the Real Rumble, and that's why Rager has to answer to me on Sunday. Look at the green curtain. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. If I had thought of this like ahead of time, I would have done something really annoying by like making everybody's attire green. We got an all-women's tag match coming up here. Now, all 4 of these very talented ladies will be competing at ReelyMania. You've got Becky the Wreck Raddus, Ava Shinigami, and a duo against Rampaige, Frabetti, and KaylaMarieTea. Worlds colliding like never before. Let me tell you about these matches. Let me talk to you. First of all, we just saw Mr. EliMac, the men's Real Rumble winner. Of course, like I said, he'll be challenging Nacho Libre and world champion King Moose in a week's time. King Moose not here tonight. Still resting up, warming up, getting in the zone to main event next week. Now here's the women's Real Rumble winner, Ava Shinigami, my OC.
Is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Osaka, Japan, Evelyn, the Ghost.
A character I molded out of clay in my rise, brought to Universe Mode and by extension WATCW. And, you know, I just kind of did that to amuse myself. Hadn't expected much, wasn't asking much, and yet Eva Shinigami goes the distance, proves that I only associate and create greatness in the squared circle, and became the second ever Women's Real Rumble winner, now the #1 contender to Rampaige Frabetti's Women's Championship. They'll go one-on-one this Sunday. Getting snotty again. I don't know what this is. Maybe there's some sort of like not hypoallergenic. That would mean I would not have an allergic reaction to it. Some sort of hypoallergenic mold growing down here that is slowly killing me and making me get snotty when I stream. I don't know what that is. Eva Shinigami will be challenging for the title next week. And here's a lady who's no stranger to titles in this league. Becky the Wreck Raddus.
From Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
The Destroyer, Becca Rage.
Becky the Wreck Raddus was once said to be the most dominant women's champion in the history of our league. Perhaps still is, if you can quantify such a thing. This time last year was gearing up to defend that title against She-Hulk at ReelyMania, but is living without gold these days and not happy about it. She said she singularly blames KaylaMarieTea for this reality and will look to get one-on-one revenge on the grandest stage of them all next week. This is the reality that has put her and Eva Shinigami in the same corner for the first time. But speaking of women's champions, here is ours. The two-time WATCW women's champion. Rampaige Frabetti holds it high and holds it proud. She had to beat Ada Wong to get it. She had to outlast 5 other women, all 4 of which are in this match.
The undisputed, prestigious Women's World Champion, the Assassin, Paige.
She had to beat all 3 other women in this match, as well as 2 others in the Elimination Chamber last month to retain that title. And now she gets to still stand here, proud and mighty, ready to take it all the way to ReelyMania and perhaps go down as the final champion in Season 1. And last but not least,
and from Cleveland, Ohio,
Cleveland, KaylaMarieTea, also a former women's champion. 1 women's champion, 2 former champions, and a Real Rumble winner. This is greatness concentrated. And this tag team match is the Hair Polygon's Run Wild brother. KaylaMarieTea made her wrestling debut a little late in the season, maybe, compared to her contemporaries here tonight. But real quick and ferociously found her way into the main event, found her way into the title picture, and won herself a women's championship, I believe against Barbie, in a last woman standing match. Now she stands with the women's champion, the target of this, this vendetta, really, with Becky the Wreck. They had a vicious run-in at the Real Rumble, which ended up with KaylaMarieTea eliminating Becky Raddus from the Real Rumble. Excuse me. The 2 of them traded a lot of physical tension in the Elimination Chamber. I don't believe either of them eliminated one another. But Kayla put a whooping on Becky, as did she. Wow, Spanish Fly from Eva Shinigami, the high flyer. She is so talented and so dangerous, locking up with Rampaige Frabetti. And is this a preview of what we'll see in a week's time between these two, as Eva Shinigami looks to get early domination here, but Rampaige takes it right back with that leg sweep, and now a leg drop. Oh, 1 was nice, but 2 is even better. And this is what we call just a true momentum match. All 4 of these women have so much to win next week at ReelyMania II, the season finale of WATCW. And who knows, life is strange and unpredictable. By extension, it could very well be the series finale of WATCW. Nothing's guaranteed in life, but death and taxes, they say. Death, taxes, and elbow drops, maybe. If KaylaMarieTea's got anything to say about it, Becky the Rec's not so happy about it. Oh, but it was true, a diving elbow drop from KaylaMarieTea. Here's what's so fun about this match. We get, and on any other week, in any other show, Ava Shinigami versus KaylaMarieTea is a potential main event. It's a potential title match. But tonight, it's all about glory and momentum. It looks like Ava Shinigami is tagging out to Becky the Rec, and here is a chance for that to get momentum, but perhaps soften up her opponent before they go one-on-one in a week's time. But Kayla hits the bridge suplex, and I'm going to hit the stop, which I don't think is helping the weird phlegm situation, but it's too late. But it's Kayla who looks to get the momentum and domination in this match with Becky the Rec Raddus. Hooks the leg. Kicks out. Now, I don't think there's a lot any 4 of these women have in common, but it's really just a matter of wanting to look the best going into the biggest show of the year in a week's time. Temporary allies. You could just as well see a scenario in which these 4 would make a tremendous fatal 4-way title match. And now that I've said it, I almost wish the season was ending so I could make it a reality, but them's the breaks, you know what I mean? Can't be doing this forever. Not when the 2K AI is falling apart at the seams. What a series there by Kayla! Looks to get the pin on Ava Shinigami. And of course, one of these teams will win, but it will be really cute. I'll be very excited to see who gets the pin or submission over who. Oh, but Ava Shinigami says, not me. Gorebuster GTS. Oh, and I thought maybe she'd be looking for the finish there, but tags back out to Becky the Rec. You're really seeing them kind of concentrate on each other. Ava's mostly just interested in, well, oh, hold on. Rampaige gets the rope, and talk about history. Becky and Rampaige have a lot of it together. Rampaige Frabetti has defeated Becky the Rec for her first women's championship. And if memory serves me correctly, Becky won her second championship by getting it back from Rampaige. Diving elbow drop. What did I tell you about those? Inevitable. Just a fact of life. Now Becky's going to drag Rampaige over to her corner. Ooh, look at that. The extension of the leg. That choking boot right in the jaw. Rampaige fights out of it. Sweeps the leg. I think in her mind's eye, Becky had hoped she would win that Royal Rumble and be the one to challenge in the main event of Early-Mania. But instead she's stuck with that discus elbow. Ooh, saw the kick coming. Scouts it into. Ooh! A nice suplex. I mean, this is competitive and this is fierce. You wouldn't want to catch the wrath of any of these women, but all 4, there's a lot of... Oh, look at this! Kick! Oh! What a kick landing on the jaw of Ava Shinigami. Becky the Rec hops out the apron. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, these women, I don't know that there's much that would unite them aside from this. And for a minute there, it looked like Becky the Rec said, I'm washing my hands of this nonsense. I've got a match to win in a week. Ooh, look at that. Straight from Boston Manhandle Slam. Hooks the leg. Is Becky going to come in for the save? She's not. She's not. But look at that. Ava Shinigami managing to kick out of the Manhandle Slam. Perhaps practiced and scouted that one. It's got to be frustrating for Paige to know that if she hits that in a week's time, it may not finish the match. There's another attempt at the elbow drop. Shinigami gets out of the way. There's not many people in the pro wrestling business that I think could keep up with Ava in the sky there. Oh, speaking of which, she's going up top. Rampaige doesn't see it coming. Ava's not sure. Oh, and very smartly, Rampaige increases the distance, rolls out of the way, and manages to get control again. That's why she's the champ. Oh, Becky's not going to stand for that. Becky breaks it up. Kayla's not a fan of it. Oh, and now they're going after each other. Look at that, and I don't think Ava's going to be able to count on Becky to pay attention in there. And now Paige is going up top. Wait a minute. Oh my God, Becky's just destroying Kayla on the outside. It's no mystery who wants who. Paige throws Ava on the outside, and this is chaos. This is almost as chaotic as whatever happened at the start of the show. And if you didn't quite catch it, it's true. I've given Nick Mulbach till the end of the night to find a partner. And if he can do it, I'll give him and that partner a shot at the Toddserract titles in a week's time. They still need an opponent at ReelyMania. And if he doesn't, hell, I'll maybe let Nick Mulbach challenge all by himself. He thinks he can do it single-handedly? He thinks he can get the belts off of the greatest team in WATCW history? I'm skeptical, but I'd love to see him try. Paige showboat, but she should be paying attention to Ava Shinigami, underestimating her ReelyMania partner who gets the hot tag to Becky the Raddus. Uh-oh. You don't want to be back here. Paige knows what this feels like, and it's hard to get out of. Suplex after suplex from Becky the Raddus. You do not want to be taking hits like that 7 days removed from the biggest match of your life. And let's be clear, that's exactly what it is at ReelyMania. Becky hooks the leg. Kayla's just going to study it. Oh, you know that would have driven both of them nuts. Becky didn't know she pinned the champion and won't challenge in a week's time. And Paige didn't know she fell to her old foe when she's got a brand new one to worry about in 7 days. And Kayla's just sitting on the sideline studying. She said, I know Rampaige knows how to beat Becky the Wreck. Let me see how she does it. I don't really care if we win this tag match. And that was interesting. She actually got in the ring when Becky was locked in that hold. These tag matches can be so tense, so busy. It's so hard to win. Becky hits the corner, goes for the huge stop. Oh! Paige knows that one, got out of it, hits a clothesline, hooks the leg. I think Ava's still stunned on the outside. No, she's not. She gets in and breaks it up. All four of these women are so talented, so experienced. What's it going to take to get one pinning the other without some sort of interruption? Paige thought she had it. Smartly threw Ava to the outside, but Becky is back in control. Becky just doesn't think she's... Oh, wait a minute. Roll up. Middle of the ring. Ava's busy on the outside. Oh, kick out at one. Oh. Nobody can afford to get embarrassed here. Becky tags out to Ava. Now it's Ava and Kayla here. Kayla cleaning house. Maybe unwisely ignoring Ava to try to get at Becky, and now Ava's the one who takes advantage. Goes up top. What's she thinking? Perhaps that Shinigami star press, but Kayla smartly gets up, only to be hit with the Hurricanrana on the way down. Ava's back up top! And could it be time? Yes! Shinigami star press, middle of the ring, hooks the leg. Is Paige going to break it up? No! Folks, all four women sending statements to their respective opponents next week. Is Ava going for another one? And Paige has got to be nervous seeing that. Oh, and I thought she wasn't going to bother, but she broke it up, the Boston Badass. And now she's going to get one. No, I think she's going to fight out of it. It was almost time for her gourd to be busted. Ava's going to toss her out. This is getting dicey. Oh, didn't quite get any of it. Shades of the Rager there off that springboard maneuver. Who is it gonna be? It's so tense. So difficult here. Oh, and Kayla's locking it up, looking for the submission finish. Becky's not gonna stand for that. Breaks it up. Not quite. Try again. There you go. You got it. Becky the Wreck, probably the only one who hates the Rager more than I do. And for that, I've always been a fan. God, this is so difficult. I mean, all four of these women just sending massive statements to their respective opponents tonight. Kayla's going to go for it. Big Tea Party! Spilling the tea on Ava Shinigami. Is that enough? I think Becky's stunned on the outside. No! I think there has been a moment for all four of the women in which I thought the match surely was over. What's it going to take to get one of them to stay down long enough before this match can be considered complete? Like I said, there's a reality in which any one of these four is challenging for that title, or any one of these four is defending that title. This is just the situation we're in this year. Oh, here we go, old rivals. Wait a minute. Oh, I know. Hanging her up on the ropes for a minute there, I thought going for the old shipwreck. But that's not it, not yet. Now Paige is going up top, and we know what she's got to be thinking. The inevitable, straight from Boston, that corkscrew elbow drop. Incredible stuff. Wake up, ref. Jesus, rope break, though. I think the referee was doing a Sudoku puzzle over there or something. He wasn't paying attention. And Becky's got to be grateful for that bottom rope. Oh, and Becky's... Oh! What an insult it would be to get the pin from Kayla tonight! No, not yet! And if you're Kayla, that's got to be frustrating to know that Becky just endured one of your best moves. That huge kick to the chin that's won Kayla so many matches before. Kayla better get out of the ring or they're going to get disqualified. Kayla! It's difficult. It's very confusing out there under the lights. The ropes are very green. No one's used to that. And it is nice to be back in the WATCW theater, by the way. I feel like it's been a really long time since we were here, and I just wanted to get one last look at it before we roll credits on Season 1 of the best virtual wrestling league around. Hanked Paige up on the top rope. What do we think? Not quite. What's up next? I think we got Matt Thomas versus Nacho Libre up next. I'm so excited for that one. What I'm calling the oldest rivalry in our league's history. Perhaps a bit one-sided, but it's existing nonetheless. Look at this double team from Paige and Kayla. Oh my God! Delivering that double stomp to the small back of Real Rumble winner Ava Shinigami. And Kayla's probably got a bone to pick with Ava too. I just realized I said was in the Elimination Chamber last month. That's not true. That's not true, but the other three women were in the Elimination Chamber last month. Ava set that one out. She's already got her title shot. Where would I put her in the Elimination Chamber? Don't be ridiculous. This is a 5-star affair here. There it is. We haven't seen this one yet. And on Kayla, no less. Shipwrecked. Are we going to see that in a week's time? Another rope break. Saved by the rope, just like Becky was. So much symmetry. So much poetry when you see these two work together. And she's going to go for the submission finish. But once again, I think it's quite close to the bottom rope there. Stretching her out, looking something like a pirate ship as she does it. Can you imagine if Kayla taps what that'll do for Becky's ego? Lets her out of it, just knows that's not going to be enough. Not in this match. I don't know what that was. Becky looked like she was going to go for something deadly, but Kayla smartly stopped her. This is unbelievable. No! Kicks out of it. Well, you know, it's nice to see one last tag match that maybe goes a little longer than it should. Oh, look at these! The kicks! These are shades of Rick Raddus. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Becky do these before. Perhaps delivering a message to me? It's all about me. Somehow this is about me. I just know. Hooks a leg on Paige. Could that be enough? Oh my God! I'm sweating over here, folks. And it is nice to see one last tag team match that goes longer than it should. Oh, I mean, we will logically have a tag match at ReelyMania between the top. Oh, look at that double team! Big boot! Toddserract will be defending against somebody, but I have a feeling it's going to be Nick Molbach all by himself, and I don't think that match is going to go very long. So, as I was saying, nice to see one last tag match that goes longer than it should before the season's over. Wait, what is Rampaige thinking here? Got her in the armbar! Has Ava Shinigami in the armbar! Goes for the rope. Man, that rope is doing a lot of business tonight. Oh, Becky's foolishly lets Paige get the hot tag to Kayla. It's true. Thank you for mentioning it, Featured Films, and thank you for showing up in the chat tonight. You are correct. I've been saying Happy St. Patrick's Day. How about happy birthday to KaylaMarieTea, who looks stoked like I have a Shinigami! A big birthday win! She got a big birthday win! Happy birthday, Kayla! Let's get a big birthday shout out. A big birthday shout out to Kayla, who just got a win. So well put. The birthday dub. Kayla delivers a huge statement by pinning Ava Shinigami. Now this is all mixed up. Ava Shinigami's ego has been weakened ahead of ReelyMania. Okay, I guess the ring announcer doesn't feel like he's got to say anything. Guess he figures the season finale's around the corner. Why put his effort into it now? Look at these two. Can you imagine a world in which they were a regular tag team? KaylaMarieTea gets the pin on Ava Shinigami, which Rampaige Frabetti's gotta love. And Becky the Wreck can't be happy to see her new rival get this massive victory 7 days ahead of their showdown. We saw all four of these women try their best moves on each other, and I think Ava finally just ate the pin out of exhaustion after having been beaten up and worn down over and over again. Kayla managed to get the victory. Shout out and happy birthday and happy St. Patrick's Day. How you doing, Featured? You drinking anything? If I recall, you're a celebrator of St. Patrick's, aren't you? I remember a St. Patrick's celebration stream in which I won a capture card and a Charmander plush from your channel, if my memories don't deceive me. Cheers to you. I'm drinking a little stout here. You can't see it. You have to take my word for it. You are beautiful. What you got going on over there? You drinking anything? Well, that was a huge match. I'm sweating. You know it's a good one when I'm sweating. And speaking of sweat, we've got a huge one coming up after this, which was originally going to be our main event tonight. Unless I'm forgetting something. I'm not. There it is. Folks, this is a big one. This was a match I just needed to see so badly, it almost by itself persuaded me to make the surprise WATCW stream tonight. Matt Thomas versus Nacho Libre. I've been calling this, and I believe it's true, the oldest rivalry in our league's young history. Matt Thomas, the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion, who over a year ago, back in 2022, suffered his first defeat at the hands of Nacho Libre, kicked off a nightmarish losing streak that culminated in Matt losing that inaugural World Heavyweight Championship. Matt's never had an opportunity at a rematch, at Payback, in a one-on-one contest, and has held that grudge and let that bad blood boil ever since. Matt hates Nacho Libre. If he shows up in chat, he's going to have a lot of choice words for him. But now it's all turned around. Matt Thomas, as you're about to see, is your new Twitch champion, having won the belt at the Elimination Chamber last month. Any day now, Matt. Jesus. Is your Uber late or something? Is he here? Okay, good. I was getting a little nervous. Matt Thomas won the Twitch Championship last month at the Elimination Chamber.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Weighing in at 331 pounds, the World Internet Pro Wrestling Champion, Matt Thomas.
And now it's all coming back up Thomas. He's got the Twitch title. He's going to ReelyMania champion. He could book in Season 1 of WATCW with championship reigns for himself. But there's something more valuable sometimes than championship gold, if you can believe it. And that's the spiritual toll it takes knowing somebody's got your number throughout your entire wrestling career. The first person to ever expose you, embarrass you, defeat you in that ring, and to go to bed every night not knowing whether you have what it takes. Now he's a champion. He's going to ReelyMania to defend that title in an 8-man ladder match. And I see Featured Films is not happy about it. That's how it goes in this league. Nobody's ever happy. There's always a new rivalry brewing, a new feud coming to life, and a new score to settle. And don't worry, Featured Films, you're in that 8-man ladder match next week at ReelyMania. You will get a shot at that title. Speaking of titles, we got one half of the greatest tag team in WATCW history, Mr. Macho Recto. Metarract in the chat. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Featured Films wants his damn belt back. Let's see if he can pull it off. And who better to perhaps soften up the champ for you? There he is. Nacho Libre, the two-time WATCW World Heavyweight Champion, who in 7 days will main event ReelyMania II to challenge King Moose alongside Real Rumble winner Mr. EliMac, who we saw pick up a win over the Rager earlier tonight.
Weighing in at 304 pounds, the living legend, the Luchador.
And he is a living fucking legend. And his victory over Matt, it's really the dark reflection of what happened to Matt. Nacho kicked off a winning streak that we haven't seen the likes of since King Moose's championship run here. A winning streak that led him to his first world championship. And in a week's time, Nacho Libre has an opportunity to make history as the first competitor in WATCW to ever hold a record-setting 3 world championships. But here's what's interesting. On the other side of that is King Moose, who, if he wins, will be the first competitor in WATCW history to consecutively defend the title 3 times. And here we go, bell rings, and this is just so personal. I was trying to do it justice, folks, but I gotta tell you, this is a blood feud unlike any we've maybe seen before here in WATCW. To rival the likes of Hollywood Nick Mulbach and personality Chris Anthony Lopez back at WatCon. This is huge. This is so personal and means so much to Matt. If he can get a win over Nacho here tonight, I would say there's nothing he can't do. If he leaves here tonight knowing he bested the man who embarrassed him so long ago, look at him, he's feeling good. If he can pull that off, 7 guys in a ladder match next week is nothing. It's child's play. But it's going to take everything he has to pull it off. Doing well, Metarract. Happy St. Patty's to you if you celebrate. I appreciate the green ropes and turnbuckles here tonight. His story during Women's First Story Month. You're true. That's so true. We need a better marketing guy, I guess. I can't do it all. Commissioning, commentating, booking, wrestling. Nacho keeping control over this. With that standing shooting start. And a neck. Oh, no! I was going to say another one. Matt scouted it. He's seeing ghosts. He remembers what it was like to stand in this very theater and lose for the very first time to Nacho Libre. And it's personal. You see it in the punches and the way he's performing. And everybody in the back watching now, all 7 of his potential opponents have their eyes locked on this moment. What Matt Thomas are they going to get at ReelyMania? Is it the... Wait a minute! Whose music is that? Wait a minute! He's here! King Moose is here! The World Heavyweight Champion is here tonight. I was told he was still on retreat. I was told he was still on sabbatical. Wait a minute, Matt rolls up Nacho, middle of the ring. Matt rolls him up. Is it over? Unbelievable. Matt thought he was going to get it quick and easy there as the champion King Moose offered a brief distraction to his challenger, Nacho Libre. King Moose is not supposed to be here. I didn't even see him come in. He must have just showed up. And it may not have been enough for Matt to pull off the quick win. It's going to take more than that to put Nacho down. Amazing DDT. But for a brief moment there, it did help him get control of this match. Like I said, everybody's wanting to know what Matt Thomas are they getting on Sunday. Is it the guy who went on that losing streak over a year ago? Or is it going to be the guy who won the Twitch title in the Elimination Chamber last month? He's got an opportunity to make that clear here by beating his oldest rival and foe. And I don't think Matt's in the chat right now. I wish he were. But I know when he finds out, if he finds out that he beat Nacho Libre, excuse me, I think, honestly, deep down, in a real life kind of way, it's going to mean something to him. He's going to be happy about it. It's going to be a demon he's helped exercise. But I say that as if it's so simple. It's a very short list of people who have managed to pin Nacho Libre, and it's an even shorter list of those who have managed to do it one-on-one. Matter of fact, only one person has ever done it, and that was Mr. X back at Halloween Riot in October. I believe all of Nacho's other losses were, let's see, of course, last year at ReelyMania, he did not successfully win the triple threat in the main event. That would be Walter White, Walter made Dom Toretto tap out. He lost, if I remember correctly, he was pinned by the Rager. It sold out. Wait a minute, German suplex into the Nacho Lariat. And that's a move Matt never wanted to feel again. You know what's coming up next? Spear! Hits it! Middle of the ring! And that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Nacho's going to ReelyMania winner. No, Matt just barely kicked out. Matt just barely kicked out. Victim to another standing shooting star. We've seen Matt put down by that move before. I don't know how he did it. I don't know where he found the fighting spirit to withstand it. But he just kicked out after Nacho Libre's spear. I don't know if he's going to win tonight. But he sure as hell isn't going to lose that easily. Inverted DDT by Nacho Libre, who's frustrated and fired up, who seems only further motivated by the potential distraction by King Moose early tonight. King Moose not even out here. I've heard he's already in the limo on the way to the airport, so he can get an early start at ReelyMania. Meanwhile, Nacho's here sweating, hurting, having to put his pride and health on the line against a current champion who's locking in a sharpshooter. Matt Thomas locking in that sharpshooter, that master lock. Putting the tension on the legs and back of Nacho Libre. Can you imagine if he made Nacho tap? I don't think he ever has. Will Nacho submit for the first time here tonight? No, he doesn't. Not on St. Patrick's Day, he said. Matt Smart hooks the leg, goes for the pin. Is that going to be enough? Has he done it? No. He's not done it, not yet. And Matt is beside himself. He is, he's sizing him up. The chat is stunned. Does he have it? No! Nacho! Oh my god, his boots just like found Matt's head like a magnet. Matt was going for the masterclass there. Is it enough? No. Matt was going for the masterclass there, and Nacho saw it, jumped out of the way. Beautiful. Just two of our very best putting it all on the line here tonight. Uh-oh. Nacho's fired up. I'm starting to get sweaty. Nice leg sweep. Nacho's feeling it. He's ready to send this home. Oh, no! Nacho said, I'm ready to get out of here so I can catch my plane to ReelyMania. Matt said, not yet, you son of a bitch. You stay right here. I ain't done with you yet. Uh-oh. But be careful what you wish for. Nacho's looking a little angry. Ooh, with that huge springboard arm drag. The guy incorrectly believes that Zack Snyder's Justice League was good. Wait, a spear! I can't title on Zack Snyder right now. That's got to be it. 2 spears. That's got to be it. Unbelievable! Nacho can't believe it either. Matt Thomas just kicked out of a second spear. How does he do it? Where did he find it? And where can I get it? Matt's going for a pin, but we know that can't be all. It's going to take more. I just don't know if Matt has that much in the tank, but he's somehow kicked out of 2 spears. No matter what the final result is here tonight, if I'm watching this, I'm saying this is not the same Matt Thomas we saw at the start of the season. An inaugural champion, handed his belt by yours truly. Didn't live up to the hype, didn't meet the expectations set, and I think it put a bit of a unearned chip on his shoulder. He had to fight his way back up from the trenches. He had to show everybody that he was actually that good, that he did deserve the title, and finally did it at Elimination Chamber last month. But can he do it against his oldest foe? Nacho looking for another German there. Oh, wait a minute, reverse into a pin. No, doesn't hold it. But he's going to go for it. Rope break. That bottom rope saving lives tonight. Now Nacho's going up top. What's he thinking, Matt? Knows it's coming. Oh! Matt rolled out of the way, but still ate the elbow drop to the middle of his shoulder blades there. And Nacho feels frustrated. He's busting out things we don't normally see from him. He's got to be wondering what's it going to take to keep this kid down. How do I drag him to the middle of the ring for another pin attempt? And maybe that's it. As he's just tired and hurt enough. Is Matt going to go down like that? No! Matt kicks out the fighting spirit of the Twitch champion. It's bottomless. It's insatiable. It's unquenchable. He said, if you're going to go out a winner tonight, Nacho, you're going to have to hit me with 3 fucking spears. And I don't know if we've ever seen Nacho have to dig that deep to get a victory, which usually comes so easily and so commonly to him. Now, if I'm Nacho, I'm getting worried because I'm saying I've got a triple threat next week at ReelyMania. I've already lost a main event triple threat match before. I'm putting my best moves on a guy who's not even the same division as me anymore, and I can't keep him down. Do I have what it takes? Is it him or is it me? Did he get it or did I lose it? And now Matt is sizing him up, and this is so personal to him, and he's got it! Masterclass! He hits it! He hits it! Will it keep Nacho down? Hooks the leg! Has Matt finally done it? He has! Matt has done it! The boyhood nightmare defeated! Matt Thomas took a Nacho lariat, 2 spears, all of the moves that had put him down before, and yes, a quick assist from King Moose. But let's make no mistake, Matt Thomas finally defeated Nacho Libre. Look at that, a second spear. A primal scream to the gods above. And if I'm the folks in the back, if I'm featured film in the chat, I'm worried. Because that's the Matt Thomas they're going to get at ReelyMania 2 next week. The one who just beat Nacho Libre 1-on-1. The second to ever do it. We were talking about bookending things. We were talking about poetry. And there he is in the chat. He did it. He's here just in time to see it. Matt Thomas took all of Nacho's best moves, some more than once, and somehow fought his way to the winner's circle to finally finish his story and defeat his oldest wrestling rival, Nacho Libre. Nacho, by the way, has to main event ReelyMania next week. Imagine the voices that'll start talking to him, the doubts that are creeping in next week. After this, when he has to take on MrEliMac, when he has to take on King Moose, and he's once again found himself in a triple threat main event at ReelyMania to try to win back the world title. Meanwhile, you got feature films. Meanwhile, you got Seaman Demon. And plenty other to be announced tomorrow when I release the match card. And an 8-man ladder match for the Twitch title at ReelyMania, brother. Well, I thought that was going to be our main event, but we've got one more match that even I'm not sure what it's going to be. At the beginning of the show, we were going to have a little tag team contest between the Toddserract and Revoltinsanity. Nick Mulbach came out, interfered, ruined the whole thing, said he wanted a title shot at ReelyMania, said he wanted a team's title shot at ReelyMania. I said, listen up, Nick Mulbach, the Rager's busy. The Nasty World's booked already. Rager's in a Hell in a Cell with me. Seaman Demon's in a ladder match for the Twitch title against this man. If you want a team's title match at ReelyMania, you're going to have to find yourself a partner, brother, and I don't think anybody's willing to put up with you and back you up for it. But I said if you can find anybody by the end of the night to team with you, I'll give the both of you a match against Revoltinsanity tonight, and then the both of you can challenge for the titles at ReelyMania. So let's see who Nick found. If he didn't find anybody, it's going to be a handicap match, by the way. Who'd he find? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, that's got to be another glitch. I saw Nick out here earlier in the old Kids at Heart gear. I know this ain't true. All right, it's very fun. We've had a good time with 2K22 all these months. and all the glitches that are in it. We've seen a few of them already earlier tonight. I know there is no way and no how that Nick Mulbach got Chris Anthony Lopez to team up with him again. No shot. When I talked about bridges burned and backstabbed, that's literally singularly who I was talking about. I know that's the wrong picture, the wrong render. Somebody in the back's having a fun little goof with me, a little gaff. Let's get this shit started. I know he's not coming out here. No chance in hell. Let's get Revoltinsanity out here first. Been a while since we've seen these guys. Oh boy, that's not a good logo. Don't show that logo. No, don't show that logo back there. That's no good. That doesn't work for me, brother. Oh. Here we go, Revoltinsanity.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 829 pounds, the Empire of Pain.
Been a long time since we've seen these guys. I'll be honest with you, I was kind of thinking of having them challenge the Toddserract next week. Of course, if you remember, Revoltinsanity won their first team's championships last year at the first ReelyMania against the kids at heart, no less. That's why I know there's no shot they're coming out here tonight. That's just... that don't make no sense. These guys are tough. They're big. They're scary. They're gross. They'll sit on your head, and you'll never walk again. The Revoltinsanity, Captain Insano, and the Revolting Blob. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here, brother. Whose music is that? No! This is bullshit. This is not happening right now. This is not happening right now. Why the hell would Chris Anthony Lopez be out here to back up Nick Mulbach? I just know this ain't happening.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 191 pounds, perfect 10, Chris Anthony Lopez.
This is horseshit. There is no way the personality's coming out here. Did I do something, Chris? What are you doing coming out here backing up? Nick Mulbach has done everything in the book to hurt this guy. We're talking about inaugural champs. Nick and Chris were them. They were those guys. And Nick betrayed this man months ago to align himself with the Rager and Seaman Demon. It's all because of that alignment that Nick even landed on my radar. Landed on the Toddserract's radar. What the fuck is this? He's coming out here to Nasty World music. Chris, do you remember what happened? A nasty surprise? Does that mean anything to you?
Representing the NWO from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
In at 186 pounds, unbreakable Nick Maverick.
This man, you guys were the best team of all time. Here's the thing. You guys were the best team of all time, but you're not anymore because it's the Toddserract. Is that what this is all about? I don't know what to say about this. I thought I had my hands on the wheel here. I know Personality's probably getting all sad he wasn't booked for ReelyMania this year, but this is a new low. This is pretty desperate if you ask me. There's no way once that bell rings, these two are going to be on the same team. Look at him. He's still yucking it up. There's no way the kids at heart are back. I don't care if it's ReelyMania. I don't care if it's a season finale. I don't care if it's St. Patrick's Day. I do care if it's KaylaMarieTea's birthday. Happy birthday, Kayla. Cheers. No shot. This is going to be a joke. It's a glitch. It's going to load in. It's going to be a big mess again. No way! There's no way these two are in the same corner. Not happening. Not happening. And I know they're way too rusty to take on Revoltinsanity. This is going to be quick. Chris, what are you doing? This is foolish. You and I have always been friends. I've always been sympathetic to what happened to you. I was rooting for you through everything. Backrooms, sold out, Hell in a Cell, all of them. And now you want to show up and make me look foolish? 1 week before the season finale of WATCW? That's the bed you want to make? You're going to have to lie in it, sir. Nice spike DDT to the revolting blob. Look, can we get somebody out here to shut this down? This is bullshit. I'm not giving these guys a title shot. I'm not giving these guys a title shot. This is a joke. They're not even a team anymore. I had a perfect show booked. This show was supposed to end with Matt Thomas beating Nacho Libre. It was perfect. And now I got to entertain whatever I'm looking at here? This is absurd. These guys aren't even a team. They tried to kill each other at WatCon. Am I crazy? Am I the only one keeping track here? Chris is going to show up and try to help Nick Bullock. Why? This is exactly what Nick Mulbach deserved after everything he did. After he betrayed his partner months ago. To create the nasty world. Not just join it, create it. Getting hung up on those ropes by Captain Insano. That's a long way to go, by the way. That's a long way to fall. You can think about that on the way down, brother. Ooh. Getting flattened like a steamroller out there. Captain Insano in the red, white, and blue. And that's who I think is getting the shot at ReelyMania. Excuse me. I could book these guys. What are Thor and Balder doing these days? I could book them. Maybe David Arquette and Jimmy King. Maybe Clord and Mr. X. I think all those guys are free. I ain't giving it to these two jokers. Not even a real team. That's right. Get stretched out like a pretzel. Call Auntie Anne for me. Chris, don't you dare. You stay on the sidelines. That's right. Throw his ass out. Oh, a little powerbomb for him. Why don't you sit on his head? Gonna wish you stayed in the back, Chris. No, I'm sick of the disrespect. Alright, I've commentated every single one of these shows. I commentated ReelyMania 1 with Chris. It's the only guy I've ever given that distinction and honor in the history of our show. The only guy I let sit at the table and call matches with me. This is the thanks I get. I get disrespected. I get betrayed. I got people siding with the Rager over me. I've had it. Chris goes up top. What are you doing? Incredible. Shooting star press, by the way. Alright, I'm sour, but I'm not stupid, okay? That was pretty incredible. Can we get somebody to shut this shit down, dude? For real. I'm being serious. Hello? Hello, who wants to end this match? Hello, I'll get you a first class ticket to ReelyMania. This is stupid. This is poppycock, if you don't mind my saying. Hashtag poppycock. That's right, Chris. You're gonna ruin my St. Patrick's Day. You're gonna ruin Kayla's birthday. You're gonna ruin ReelyMania. Chris goes for the pin. Captain Insano gonna break it up real quick. Because they're a real tag team. That's what happens. Don't you understand? What are these two doing out here trying to help each other? I never thought I'd see it, and I never wanted to see it. Not at my expense. If you guys were going to get back together, couldn't you told me 2-3 weeks ago? I could have really centered some marketing around it, done a program, maybe gotten you guys a match last month. Oh, right, because you didn't know you were going to do this till tonight, because you're not a real team. Chris is lost out there, deer in the headlights. Oh, you got to be kidding me. A long time since we've seen that. The personality TKO. Does anybody want to stop this before he gets this pin? Does anybody want to come to the right side of things here? Get your ass out there, Captain Insane. I swear to God. I swear to God, these two. Unbelievable Pele kick there, but I'm still saying, not into it. Does anybody understand what's on the line here? It's my reputation. Chris is fighting like a feral animal. Tags out the Nick. What do you mean Chris just tagged out the Nick? There's no way these guys are on the same side anymore. There's no way. This is a glitch. I'm dreaming. Am I even live right now? I think I fell asleep on the couch and I'm dreaming right now. There's no way. Nick's literally wearing Nasty World tights right now. Those are the guys who jumped you, Chris. Do you remember? They jumped you. They beat you 4-on-4. You had to face this guy in our first ever Hell in a Cell match. Am I the only one keeping records these days? It's all archived on YouTube. It's right there. See, at WatReal Gaming. It's all archived right there. I know Captain Insano ain't tapping into the calf crusher. There's no shot. I know he ain't tapping into the calf crusher from Nick Mulbach right now. But I get in there and break that up. I tell you, he's not tapping out. This is poppycock. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. This is poppycock. This is tomfoolery. This is chicanery. Shenanigans. Nonsense. Captain Insano hooks the leg for the win. Nick kicks out. No problem. It's over. I'm sorry, folks. I'm beside myself. I'm like trying to run a show here. And it was a little messy at the start. But I thought we found our way back. I thought I'd put on a pretty fantastic go-home show leading up to ReelyMania. And Nick Mulbach and Chris Lopez would have come here and messed this up just because they were the co-hosts of the only pro wrestling podcast ever on this channel. This is bullshit. And now Metarract, one half of the greatest tag team in WATCW history, has to hear me say poppycock on this broadcast. Nick hooks the leg. No shot. Blob's here to break it up because they're a great team. They're a great team. They're cohesive. They're strategic. They understand each other. They love each other. They never betrayed one another. They don't make foolish career moves just in an attempt to spite me. And look, now Meta's got to go to bed. The show is over. Stop it, Chris. What are you fucking doing? Stop it. Hey. Break this up. Meta's got to go to bed. I had the perfect show. It was wrapped up. We had already moved on to Alan Wake 2. He could have watched some Alan Wake 2. I know he likes scary games. Chris going up top. Oh! Captain Insano gets the knees up. Here we go. Big double team. Alright, Meta. Thanks for watching. You need to get your sleep. You got a big match in a week at ReelyMania II, the WATCW season finale. You and DillyTodds are defending those belts. Greatest tag team of all time. Against two, I don't know. It's not going to be Nick and Chris because they're about to get their asses beat. Maybe Revoltinsanity. Get your sleep. Huge splash. Get your sleep. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Take it easy. Have a great week, sir. And hopefully we'll at least see you next Sunday for ReelyMania 2, brother. Hooks the leg. No shot. Blob's kicking out. Bob kicked out. Tags out to Nick. My eyes still deceive me. And all night I've been talking about how awkwardly quiet the fans are. They seem to be going buck wild for the seeming reunion of Kids at Heart, which I know isn't true, which I know isn't real, as Nick hits the inverted DDT. Goes with the springboard moonsault, hits it, gets all of it because he's not a bum like Rick. I mean, he is a bum. He's just not a bum like Rick. Rick's like the king of the bums, you know what I mean? Neck breaker to the Blob. Look, can we wrap this up? Because I need to move on to figuring out who's going to face the Toddserract. Oh, shit. Here we go. The deadliest move in the game, right? That's what Chris used to call it. The Mulbach Clash. Bust the Blob open. Chris has taken a couple of those in his life. He would know how deadly they are. Break it up! Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Did that just happen? Did Nick just hit the Mulbach Clash and win the match? Are you telling me the Kids at Heart just won a match? There ain't no way. No shot in hell. Look, the announcer doesn't even know what name to say. He doesn't even know what to call him because he forgot who these bum-ass bums are. Y'all think you're a real team? You think you still got what it takes? You want to embarrass me 1 week before the biggest show of my life? Is that really what it is? Kids at heart? Nick and Chris, well, I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know. You did just fine against Revoltinsanity, the same team that beat you last year, ReelyMania. So I'm sure you're feeling real hot. I'm sure Nick's feeling real good about this, that he managed to make me look foolish. But be careful what you ask for. You want to embarrass me? Well, now it's my turn. So yes. Nick Molbach, Chris Anthony Lopez, kids at heart, if that's what you still call yourselves. You want it? Very well. You got it. I'm fucking tired, man. I don't got time to find somebody else. You got it. The kids at heart, one night only, one last time, next week. They'll challenge the Toddserract for the Wrestle Real Teams Championships. And the privilege to call themselves the greatest team of all time. You want it. You got it. And that means we're locked in for ReelyMania II next week, next Sunday. It's going to be 7 matches, all killer, no filler. Full card goes up tomorrow night on all social channels at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week on Sunday, 9:30, it's not just ReelyMania II. It's not just the biggest show of the year. It's the Season 1 finale, my final stream in WWE 2K22. You can't miss it. If you've enjoyed our show, you can't miss this one. I love to say it doesn't get bigger than this, but I promise you, I plead with you, if you've ever believe me here. This is the biggest show we've ever done. World title on the line, Twitch title on the line, women's title on the line. And yes, the Wrestle Real Teams titles are on the line. I'll be retiring the Razor once for all, Hell in a Cell Daddy-O. 8-man ladder match. It's going to be massive. You can't afford to miss it. But don't touch that dial. I'm about to play some Alan Wake 2 for like the next hour. We're going to Coffee World. And if you're not going to stick around, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope to see you next week. But hopefully I'll see you in like 2 minutes. I'm going to shut the stream off, switch to Alan Wake, and fire it back up. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope to see you soon. And certainly hope to see you next Sunday at ReelyMania 2. God damn. Fucking kids at heart. Ruin everything, I swear to God. I know this is the Rager's fault somehow, motherfucker.